Hello there, welcome back. Let's continue about this Consultancy Presenter application that I'm just creating. I'm using AI assistant coding via SDD, Specification-Driven Development. Just quickly about the idea, this is actually the tool that I'm building right now that you can see here. This is for my consultancy job. Basically, it can have this headshot overlay here. You can prepare slots on the left side, and then you can, in the main area, you can read the content. You have the controllers on the screen. You can switch on off the camera, and basically that's what it's capable of. The core capabilities for this, what I'm just presenting, and I also plan to create multi-workspaces, which is good for if I have multiple customers, then I can separate the workspaces so there is no privacy information leakage in between when I'm presenting. So this is a compact one window application. Okay, so this is the main idea. And the last time I left off with proof of concept and vibe coding part. So now we go a bit further and let's see how it went. So after I had the vibe coding session and the proof of concept was successful, so basically I could see the technically possible part. I wanted to have this ready application implemented part documented. So this is the project document, which is gathering all the information from all the prompts that I fed to the AI agents, all the code, all the design screenshots in between. So everything which were supplied to the agent, I put it to the documentation for the future. So this is a very basic that the AI agent can work from. So this is a very essential part of the specification-driven development, that write down everything, start building a context from the very beginning that AI can work with. Okay, so this was just the beginning, as you can see, and I marked here the next part took roughly 6 hours. Yes, everybody thinks that when we are working with an AI, it's just a fraction of seconds or a few minutes to work, but now this is a real engineering work that you put in. You put the effort in the very beginning to blueprint what you want to build. This is like really an engineering task, an architecturing task. Write down, think through what you want to build. You cannot save this time, otherwise the outcome will be very bad. So you are not better off than vibe coding. Okay, so as you can see, it had 11 steps. So it went through, for example, first of all, I had the executive summary. What was the whole purpose of this project? So this is what I wrote in the briefing session, but then I have a more crystallized solutioning. So after that went to the project classification. What type of project we are building? Is it a single application, multi-layer application, it's desktop, mobile? What is the domain we are working in? So this requires different approaches and knowledge behind. How complex it is basically this was a medium size project, brownfield, greenfield, if we start from scratch, or we have already a base, basically legacy product is a brownfield. Also at this stage now it means a brownfield because there are some codes, there are some documentations around. So this is where we left off, and the AI agent will pick up. What are the success criteria we have to fulfill with the project? What is the product scope? Yes, very important. First, we have the MVP, minimal variable product, and then what is the growth? So how we will want to achieve in version 2, and we have a vision stage in the, if you like, you can take like a roadmap. What's the very far distant, very where it can go this project? What are the typical user journeys? A few scenarios how the user will touch the application, what any innovations or novel patterns are, what is new, why is it, what is a risk during the implementation, what we have to focus on. Okay, there are some desktop app specific requirements. Yes, more uh, I have more experience in the mobile applications, and of course, if you build a desktop application, this is something different. You have keyboards, you have keystrokes, shortcuts that you can handle, different menus, so these kind of things. Okay, project scoping and phase development. Okay, what is the step that we want to, what I want to build now, or what can come later? There are functional requirements and non-functional requirements. For example, safety, accessibility, how many users, scalability, these kind of things you can. And there is a part that differed for epic creation, so that's come in the next part. Epic, basically, this is a preparation for the implementation. If we think about a development team, then this is epic, which is a bunch of stories that they want to develop. Okay, so after that, I went to the UX design development part. This was roughly 10 hours. You can see is a pretty intensive AI sessions at 14 steps. It was really, really tiring. It took me 2 days to go through the points, but this is the essential part that, okay, even for such a small application, there are tiny details that you have to figure out, write down, do some concepts. For example, is UI design directions, HTML. There were, after solid understanding, let me just put it here, if I can. Yeah. All right. So then, because I wanted to have different workspaces with different themes, then I had 4 different designs, you can see, and each had different naming. So this was, for example, selected. It's not only the coloring theme, but also the layout, the tiny parts that I liked very much. And you can see this is more or less living SketchUp. So, but this was really just for UX purpose. This is an editor. I really dropped it. I didn't like it. It's too minimalistic. I didn't like it very much. But then, yeah, basically, this is also what currently I have now. And also, you can see the minimalistic design system. Of course, it's not, if I would tell it to a designer, it would kill me, but at least I have the feeling, you know, the color, the primary, secondary colors, surface colors, these kind of things. So you have a good feeling what how will it look like. All right. Okay. So then after I had this UX design, I jumped to architecture. Yeah, it took also 8 hours, so roughly a few full day for me. It was a bit shorter, but based on the previous documentation, it worked very well because now you can see there is a distillation from PRD and using documentation, define the data structures, how error handling, how should present, how to catch errors, which type of errors present to the user, blocking, non-blocking error messages. What was the application release definition? So I didn't want to have a full release cycle. I just wanted to quickly share this application with others. There were some core architecture design. At the end, there will be a code from this. So this is also the part where I have to decide which are the implementation patterns. Name is folder structure, logging, form validation, internalization, translations, all the things that normally developer team is doing. You can set up tooling for this as well. There are very great tools. We always used such tooling for code generation or code checking. So this is really, really good and worth to take the time and go through step by step. It's reading, generating, adjusting, giving feedback to the AI agent, and measuring the documentation through. And the best part, when you have a conflicting part, you ask for I want it different. Then also the higher level documentations are documented backward, so there are no conflicts and confusions later on. This is all preparation for the next part, which will be the epic and story definition. And based on this, and after the documentation part, finally the code implementation can start. So roughly this is the process that I'm using right now and practicing in this application. You can see is already a lot of time and documentation, but this is a good building up of the context. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting. Keep with me for the next part where I will speak about the epics and stories, and then I will show you how the implementation went. Okay, thank you for now. Bye bye.